Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Our next speaker is the Prime Minister of the Republic of Malta, His Excellency, Mr. Robert Abella. Please.
President Zelensky, dear Volodymyr, Excellencies, friends, Crimea is Ukraine. 11 years since its forced annexation, the Russian Federation continues to assert its illegitimate occupation of the Autonomous Republic of Crimea and the city of Sevastopol in violation of Article 2, Sub-Article 4 of the UN Charter. Together with our international partners present in today's summit, and I thank you for that, Malta and the EU will continue to affirm our unwavering support for the sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of Ukraine within its internationally recognized borders. The restoration of the territorial integrity of Ukraine will be a crucial step for the restoration of a comprehensive, just, and lasting peace for Ukraine. The face of Russia's unjustified presence inside the Crimean Peninsula, Malta maintains its unwavering support for the Ukrainian residents enduring occupation by Russian de facto authorities. We take this occasion to condemn Russia's attempts to change, or even worse, erase Ukraine's national identity and way of life via the forced imposition of Russian citizenship. By applying military suppression and intimidation, the Russian Federation is aiming to permanently alter the Crimean Peninsula's demographic structures, further to those in Ukraine's other Russian-occupied territories. Mr. President, as we speak, Russian occupying authorities inside Crimea continue to impose harsh bans on the Ukrainian language, traditions, as well as holidays to this day. Sadly, we understand that such restrictive measures are ultimately paving the way towards a militarized policy of Russification, one which ultimately erases the indigenous and folkloric voices of the Ukrainian people inside this region. Regretfully, this complements the Russian Federation's unlawful deportation as well as the forced transfer of Ukrainian children from Crimea, resulting in changes to the identity and citizenship of Ukrainian children. In Malta's current role as President of the Committee of Ministers of the Council of Europe, we have and will continue to place specific attention to children impacted by Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine, and will continue to advocate for the immediate return of forcibly displaced Ukrainian children to their respective homelands, including Crimea. To conclude, we believe that Russia's actions mark a stark violation of the principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity, and independence of states, as boldly enshrined in the UN Charter. In adopting the summit's New York Declaration, we therefore reaffirm that the right for reintegration of the Crimean Peninsula as part of Ukraine is non-negotiable. Without any further delay, Malta calls on the Russian Federation to immediately reverse its illegal occupation of Crimea, together with the other 4 Russian annexed territories. Slava Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. And I am very pleased to invite His Excellency Mr. Yaşar Güler, Minister of National Defense of the Republic of Turkey. Buyurun.
Thank you. Esteemed President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskiy, Honorable National Leader of the Crimean Tatars and members of the Ukrainian Parliament, Mr. Mustafa Kerimoglu, distinguished heads of states and government, dear Crimean Tatar brothers and sisters. It's an honor to be with you today at this summit on the 18th anniversary of the United Nations, once again highlighting the Crimean cause. For us, the peaceful resolution of Crimea is not inseparable from the quest for a just and lasting peace in Ukraine. The Crimean Tatars have long been an integral part of Ukraine's diverse fabric, and they contributed to peace and stability. Turkey has never recognized the illegal annexation of Crimea, and we have stood firm since 2014, supporting Ukraine's independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, including Crimea. Defending the rights of the Crimean Tatars is not only a matter of foreign policy, but a historical and moral duty for us. We will continue our relentless pursuit to amplify their voices, protect their rights, and ensure their freedom and dignity. It is encouraging to see Ukraine safeguarding the rights of our Tatar brothers and sisters. We will continue to support President Zelenskyy's commitment to the Crimean cause. Turkey will continue its efforts towards this end. In closing, I would like to reaffirm Turkey's commitment to the Crimean platform and express our hope to advance not only the Crimean cause, but also the enduring interests of independent, prosperous, and sovereign Ukraine. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ministers. Dear Excellencies, dear colleagues, allow me at this moment to thank His Excellency President Zelensky for his participation in the 5th Crimean platform. Dear colleagues, I am very pleased to invite Her Excellency Ms. Alina Valtonen, Chairperson in Office of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, Minister of Finland.
Excellencies, I have the privilege to speak today both as the Minister for Foreign Affairs of Finland and as the Chairperson in Office of the OSCE, the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. The OSCE core principles and commitments stemming from the Helsinki Final Act mirror the central tenets of the UN Charter. They include the respect for sovereign equality, territorial integrity, the inviolability of borders, the non-intervention in internal affairs, and the peaceful settlement of disputes. These principles remain as vital as ever, despite Russia's war of aggression that blatantly violates them. Justice is a key component of sustainable peace. The OSCE contributed significantly to documenting Russia's violations of international law, with a focus on deported Ukrainian children, arbitrarily detained civilians, and prisoners of war. I am acutely concerned about the dire human rights situation of Crimean Tatars and Ukrainians living on Crimean Peninsula. It has been more than 11 years since the Russian occupation began. Today we reiterate that Crimea is Ukraine and the city of Sevastopol is Ukraine. The territorial integrity of Ukraine must be restored. There is no place for imperialism in the 21st century. We remain committed to the UN Charter and the Helsinki principles and unwavering in our support to Ukraine and its people. Glory to Ukraine.
Thank you, Madam Minister. Now I am honored to invite His Excellency Mr. Takeshi Iwaya, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Japan, who will deliver the message on behalf of the Prime Minister of Japan.